bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter.
Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, award 33. King.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, slipped one tackle but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
Watch the run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete. James White. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Brady going to throw, and that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. Edelman was the intended target. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
I can't believe they even mentioned General West. Press now. Say. Hurry.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Check. Crunch. 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 Up.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's coming.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's got his man. That's Landry. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. They'll try again with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
14, Patriots nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
72. Watch the screen. Hey, echo.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
Right 28.
From midfield, here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
51, Mike.
72.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Sugar. 5. Like 22. He's got 28.
Brady now on first down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Regular. You ain't doing nothing. Hey, Alpha.
Brady to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Browns' 3-yard line.
You better break. Let's go up. No, 66.
To throw is Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hayden Hurst. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Patriots 7.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, check, like 21. Move. Watch the screen. Hurry, hurry. Watch out.
From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Browns first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Regular. Watch out. Mike 56. Mike 56. Ricky. Hey, Foxtrot. 56. Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry.
First down, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Alert.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Patriots 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's bring it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Wait, set. 53. She's coming, Mike. Hey, 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 hey! Alert! Hey, team 6, team 6.
You can't block me.
Like 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
You got nothing today.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to fire one deep over the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A run for Nick Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Go!
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Watch
Watch the ship.
Point it right. Watch one!
Throwing on second down. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a third and long now after the sack.
Watch twin.
King! Hey, alert!
53, check 53.
Protein spill!
Check 53.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On second and 9, Mayfield stepping up. He'll try and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Wait, that.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Hey, Charlie!
51, Mike! Mike 51!
Watch the clock. 50!
Throwing on second and long. Brady, it's caught. This is White. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was third in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Kill.
Hey, alert 33!
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Everyone. Pistol.
Hey, wahoo!
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Mayfield brings him up first and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 27-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Come on, D. Hey, alert! Chopper!
Come on. 58, come on. It's our time.
They'll run again with Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We got it. Shoot! Real. Regular. Hey, Zoo!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Mostert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Wait, put it! Alpha! No chance!
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good stuff.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A give running right is Chubb, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run. Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mayfield. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, Well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is caught. It's Edelman. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Raheem Mostert, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are able to cut into that lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here we go.
On second down, it's Hunt. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, we're 33. Run. Hey, high 7.
On third down, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brady going to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Brady. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got White here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play in football.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Shadow! Mike 22's coming, 22's coming. Mike. Watch the curl. 72.
Brady going to go on 4th down. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Check. 220.
53. Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Good. 180.
53 for Mike. Come with it.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it as a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for the Browns, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems.